Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to go over some cryptos and give you some more evidence of what's going on. I'm going to go over Bitcoin, guys. And I made a previous video. Be careful of Bitcoin here. You know, a lot of people thinking Bitcoin is going to be doing the dump from here. And it could, guys, it could. But, you know, like, look, man, this is looking three-wave-ish and then up that way. Probably that way, guys. So I don't think it's ready for it yet. So we're going to go over some things. I want to go over Kaspa with you guys. Still paying attention to this coin. And this is extremely bullish coin. This is not the whole chart. So you want to make sure you get all the data on your chart before you start making decisions whether you want to get into a coin. I see that mistake going on a lot with some traders, and they're going off part charts, and it's not a good idea to just use part charts. TradingView has part charts, you know, because the data. So Kaspa is on some exchange and you're using that exchange. So here's Kaspa coin, guys, into this wave right here. Okay. So a massive 4,000, a 40x right there, guys. The thing is could that end of this correction and it's off? It could be. Check this out, though. Like Kaspa bounced right off of that wave right there. Okay. So I was expecting a wave to come back down here for Kaspa, which if you look at this chart, it would be a little bit more reasonable probably to come back down to those areas and then get out of there. But the thing is you can't rule out, is Kaspa doing a sequence right here? Was that the 4 wave? Okay. And then a 5. Okay. Very well could be. And it's not a big deal. It's not going to get ready to do a moonshot off of this wave. Not yet. So it'd be 1, 2, possibly a 3, maybe a 4, and it's going to go up for a 5. Okay. So then it'll swing right back down to those areas again. And then that area will be the moonshot, or the potential moonshot, I should say. So it's still going to be sussing itself out in there. Kaspa, looking at this coin, and you know, that could be a connector wave too, guys. You can't rule that out. It's looking awfully 3-wave-ish, but I just looked at this sequence that it has here. And let me go into this wave. So it's looking like this was a 3-wave move. You see 3, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your bullish divergence right there. Okay. You see how you put these waves. This is where Elliott waves helps. Elliott waves helps you find a trend. It'll help you find a trend, guys. You don't want to solely rely on Elliott waves. I trade Elliott waves on a 1, 2. So at the bottom of the second wave, get in that third, either up or down. That's where you make most of your gains in those big third waves. Strong third waves. Just see how that plays out. But this to me is 3, and it could be done there. Let's see if this is a connector. It could swing back down. But it makes no sense for this over here. For this over here. Okay. So if it pulls that off, and it has some bearish divergence over there, it could swing back down and get out of there, guys. And maybe Kaspa is really bullish. You know, maybe that's only the correction. On the daily chart, it did come down pretty good in that RSI on that wave right there, guys. You know, you can see in this wave. So here's a 4th wave swing down there, right? Blasted up into a 5th wave right here. There's your bearish divergence. Maybe it came down enough to reset that bearish divergence that you have down there. It could have done that. You know, maybe this is a hyper bullish coin, guys. Very well could be. And then it came here, it came down here far enough to reset it to go onto a new cycle in this area. I would be surprised. If it does and it's off. This is very bullish for Kaspa, guys. That would be very bullish. I would like, you know, it would be more reasonable to think that it's going to do something like that and then get off. So anyhow, Bitcoin. Pay attention to this week, guys. Don't be surprised if you see Bitcoin do this and then swing back down. Okay. Don't be surprised. Okay. So like I said, you can't rule out this and then it's going to go back down right there. You can't rule that out. However, let's go take a look at some more evidence. And what's the evidence going to be? We're not going to use Ethereum, but we're going to use Binance Coin. Binance Coin, guys. What we have here is Binance Coin. This is Capo's. This is Capo's favorite coin. Because Capo, one of the things about a trader, guys, when it comes to emotion and with trading, this is what I'm going to say. Look, this guy put in a short at 240. He was obviously wrong. Okay. one of the most important things with trading is getting control of your emotions and being willing to admit as soon as possible you screwed up the trade is to say I screwed it up and flip if you need to flip. Okay. There is no time to be screwing around and just saying, man, I know I'm still right. I know I'm still right. Well, it's up here $330 and it's blasted up there. Okay, guys, that's very important to be able to flip with trades. That's why, like, one day you see my videos and Bitcoin's going to be going up, right? But that morning, I do it the next day, and the next morning, I could flip. That's the issue with trading, guys. Is traders can go in there and flip that day. So that's what you don't understand. But you can try to find the overall trend with an asset, okay? So here, let's go over Binance Coin. We got some pretty good data with Binance Coin, and Binance Coin is important, in my opinion, to keep an eye on this coin because it's the third largest cryptocurrency behind Ethereum, right? So you can get an idea what's Ethereum doing. So you can look at Bitcoin and go, oh, okay, Bitcoin may be doing this. So what is Ethereum doing? Okay, and then go get more data. The more data you have to make a decision can help you make better decisions. Period. Just solely relying on Bitcoin chart. You know, if Binance Coin is looking like it's going to do some massive dump, probably, and you got Ethereum is looking like it's going to do a massive dump, maybe somewhere along the line, Bitcoin be doing it too, guys. You know, usually you get the more of the data. So here's the deal with Binance Coin. It pulled off a nice wave. You see this sideways. This is a nice impulse move. It's a nice, very clean impulse move. Okay. So just looking over this, Elliott waves right here. It's a sideways second wave. Second waves can be shallow in cryptocurrencies too, guys. Okay. They're not always the oh crap waves. This one wasn't, you know. And then you have a deep fourth wave right there. You see that? Sideways second, deep fourth wave. And that's usually what happens with these waves. You see alternation, sideways up. It's just usually they flip. Usually this is the deep wave and the fourth wave second. But Binance didn't want to play that game this time on this wave. So people saw this. They saw this. And that's where the Capo, man, made a mistake. He's not willing to admit it. He's not willing to admit the mistake. At least I haven't seen it. And then he was thinking, boom. And then all the FUD that was going on with Binance, guys. So all the FUD with Binance, and it recovered really good. Here's what I think. Fourth wave, up into this first wave, second, and it's going into an ending diagonal. This is going to be for Binance. This area up here is where you're going to want to short. You're going to want to short up here. Because if this is an ending diagonal or an ascending wedge, what do these bad boys like to do, guys? These are really good for short trading. Up in here, may come down in 204, works its way up, just like so. And what do these things do? They kind of go down a little bit, then they just freaking dump like that. They dump really good, guys. And where would be the target for something? The bottom of the wedge. You know. Here, I'm giving you guys some free trading things right here, guys. Look at that. Right up in that area. And where's the target? The bottom of the wedge. Boom. Like that, guys. Just like that. Okay. So more than likely, that's what's going to do. And let's say, you know, you're like, oh, it's only 18%. Well, you rack it up to 5x leverage. 5x leverage, you still got a good leeway. You got good leeway with 5x leverage, you know, the liquidation, and you got good leeway. So multiply that by 5. Let's just call that 20%. You doubled your money on 5x. Something to think about, right? You want to pay attention to the RSI. So here it is. It made a nice 5-wave move. Let's check the fibs. Let's check the fibs on Binance and see what it did here, guys. You know, get more confirmation. Check it out. Look at that. 1.618. 1.618. Third wave right there. Back down for a fourth. And look at that. It's already at that 2.27. 2.27 is fifth wave target. Maybe it's done right there. It could be. Doesn't look like it to me, guys. Let me put it on a line here. Let me take a look at that. It could be done. I don't think so. I think it's got like one more in there. Let me go to a 8-hour chart. Check that out. Let me go to an 8-hour chart and check that out, guys. Let's see. So here's your 3-wave swing for your 1. A possible 2, like let's see. This is getting kind of messy, isn't it? So here, maybe a 2, and then maybe the 3s right there. So you got your 3-wave swing. So you can see how this is all chopped up like that, guys. And then down here for a 4. and then maybe up for a 5. So something like that. It's hard to suss this one out right here, guys. So something like that, okay? Back down, and then maybe, well, a little more baby one like that, okay? So maybe that's talking about Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin, Bitcoin is going to be doing a 3-wave swing, not breaking these highs, and then come back down. And then you come over here to Binance Coin, right? You got Binance Coin, okay? So Binance Coin finishes that off. So maybe it's telling us that's when Bitcoin is going to do the dump, okay? So Binance is probably going to do a dump right to that area, guys. Right to this area, about 282. So it'll be up to 340, back down to 282 is what I'd be checking out with Binance, okay? So let's look at the overall trend on Binance and see what Binance is telling us. Maybe Binance is going to do something like that, okay? Now, you got to remember, Capo is going to tell you the Binance is going to be doing this. It's going to 40. I remember he put it on there. He says going to 40. And I don't think so, guys. Let's look at the overall trend right over here with Binance Coin, okay? Let me remove that. This thing right here. That would be a nice setup for Binance Coin, by the way, guys, if you see something like that. For a long, if you can believe it, for a long. It could go deeper, all the way back down and test these lows on a serious second wave. But I'm going to clean this up and take a look at Binance Coin. Binance Coin was one of the reasons why I was bullish on Bitcoin. That was coming down to do a correction, okay? So here's Binance Coin. The overall trend. You have an obvious wave 1 here, back down for a second wave, had a deep second wave correction and blasted up into this third wave, right? There's your third wave peak. There's your 5th of your third with your bearish divergence. And then this whole section is the 4th wave, okay? It probably ended its 4th wave right there at that bottom. I said that back in, June of 22 for Binance Coin, guys. Okay. I made videos. I stopped making a lot of videos on Binance Coin because, frankly, nobody cares about this coin. But somebody obviously does because this thing's done a serious blast from over here to up here, $1 to $300, And so here's the thing, 4th wave correction. So, and it was hitting fib levels perfect. So if I take a look at this on Binance Coin and I pull that whole third wave, look at that. You see that? That's 0.236. Boom, right there, guys. That's a 4th wave target, a 4th wave target. 382 is another target. 236, this is the most common target, and 236 is the second most common target. They can also go 50%, and if you believe it, all the way down to 618. That's a very deep 4th wave. But what is this telling me about Binance Coin? 236 on a 4th wave target is bullish. Very bullish, okay? So it's going to do that. So what is Binance Coin? Binance Coin kind of reminds me of Chili's, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and is going up for a 5. More than likely it is, guys. So far it's putting off that structure. So check it out. So what does that mean about Ethereum? Maybe Ethereum is going to rip that off too. Maybe Ethereum. You see that ascending wedge? Look at that on the weekly chart, guys. Yeah. See, Binance Coin is setting up for a dump. So free short for you guys. Here it went up into a wave. Okay. The bottom right there. This was the 236 area. It wicked down up into a wave. And this whole area right here is very, very, very confusing. Okay. Because what it did, let me go to a daily chart. Okay. Is it did a flat in the middle. There's another coin that did the same thing. It's called Luxo. Okay, so these flats confuse people. You see that thing? It rocketed way up there. So you got like a 3-wave move here, a 3-wave swing, and then boom, another 3-wave swing like this with Binance Coin, okay? So it did a very odd correction. 3, 3. Oh, hold on, guys. Put this together for you. You see this? 3, 3, 3. Some type of WXY. And now we're going to pull the fibs on that. We're going to pull the fibs on this one right here. See that wave, the top of that wave? And where did it correct to? Check it. It looks like 618. It looks like it hit a 618. Let me remove that. Yeah, 618, which is a pretty decent, actually fairly bullish. You take it off log, it did hit and tag 786 more or less, guys. It's just going to kind of all depend on where you put the, this is a massive wick, okay? So it's definitely in a second wave area, in my opinion, for Binance. So Now you're going to want to know, well, what's a wave sequence, Greg? What's a wave sequence? I'll show you. I'll show you what the wave sequence is, guys. Binance is actually very bullish. CZ did you a favor. He did everybody a favor in the crypto market to take out FTX. Because here's the thing, guys. I think FTX was in bed with the some political people. You know, they needed to go. So if you're the small guy in crypto, you know, trying to make money, you want them out. You want them out. I think CZ did you guys a favor, in my opinion. You know, I think CZ's more like to the crypto mindset type people, you know. That's what I think. You know, I could be wrong about that. But, you know, luckily he took them out and took care of those folks over there, because you don't want them in the crypto market and doing what they were doing. And then in the next bull run, it's even a worse problem. Then the crash on the end of that deal, you know, 2, 3, 4 years down the road would be even worse. Okay. So he knew what was going on. I could tell by reading his tweets. When he tweets, you got to read between the lines. He knew what was going on. He planned that out. I'm pretty sure he planned that out. He's like, okay, yeah, I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. I'm gonna do it. He wouldn't have sent out that tweet, guys, if he wasn't set to be okay in his thing. He wouldn't have played that game. I don't think so. I could be wrong. Here's the count for Binance Coin, though, guys. Let's go. 1, 2, right there. Here's a 3. Here's a 4. Binance going up for a 5. Just like so. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. It came down here in that fourth wave. It took everything out, and boom, it's ready to do a run over here, guys. Ready to do a run over there. It's just taking some time. What's going on right here, guys, in this area is a macro environment. It's hesitation. It's disbelief. It's all kinds of stuff going on in here. That's why it's making that mess in there. Instead of doing a clean second wave, and then eventually once it gets off, does another correction, it'll finally go up there. You know, $700-800 for Binance Coin. Could go up a little bit higher. So there's your 5. There's your 5-wave move. So Binance is working on a 5th wave. Okay. So now we're in this section. What's going on over here? Okay. Here's possibly the beginning of the 5th wave. 1, 2, and it's going into this wave over here. Start of the 3rd wave. Okay. Up here like this. Let me change that to green. I like green because green means go. Green means go. Yeah, like so. Okay. Green like that. So 1, 2, and then here's the 3rd. Okay. Let's get fib targets. Let's see what kind of target you'd be looking at. If that is a wave 1 and it'd be logarithmic, Binance Coin hits logarithmic numbers, guys. On log down here, Binance hits logarithmic numbers. It can hit 1.618 all the way up to 2.618. But between that 1.618 and 2.0 would be a normal target, and a 2.27 for a 5th wave target. So you see that? $846. Now, you don't believe me that Binance doesn't hit logarithmic numbers? Well, let's go down here and check. Check this out. Let's go ahead and pull this. Let's go pull this wave right here. Let's pull this wave 1. You see? 1, 2. There's a 2nd wave correction. Look at that. 1.618. And the 3rd wave went beyond 2.0. You see that wave? 3rd wave. It's a strong wave. Okay? So a strong wave. You take it off log, that's what you're going to get. You see that? A mess. So it hits logarithmic numbers. It's this is a very bullish coin, guys. This is a very, very, very bullish coin. So now we're back in this area. 1, 2, and then it's over here. Okay. So let me go back out to a daily chart, put this together, see if the numbers make sense. Let's say Binance Coin is going to go up to 342, do a correction back down to 227. We'll play with a couple numbers to see what we can get going on here. You know, it's all speculation, guys. It's all speculation. Now, if you put this all together, right, here's another wave 1. This will be a lower sequence wave 1. Lower sequence wave 1. Back down to, let's say it does a 50% correction at 270. Well, let's go all the way back down here, you know, say it has a deep correction or something like that. So what are the areas? That'd be 520 on that wave. So the 3rd wave target for Binance on that wave. So now here's your wave 2. This year in your wave 3. So here's your wave, wave 1, and back down for a 2, and then here's your 3, 4, and then there's your 5. So that would be the 3rd wave, like so. Hope you guys are following me right there. So that would be the 3rd wave of that wave sequence. Back down here for a 4, and then back over here for that 5. Okay, and that probably be the end of the 5th wave for Binance Coin, guys. Right there, right up here like that. Okay, so Binance Coin potentially could be doing Here would be this wave 1, back down for a 2, up into that area for a 3, back down for a 4, up for a 5, like so. Okay, so that'd be the 5th wave of the, that would be the 3rd wave. So then you have a 4th wave over here, and then that 5th wave, and then you take this right here, 4th wave correction, probably take a long time. Could take a long time. You see, maybe not that correction, and then boom, 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 like that. So then Binance Coin on a weekly, you take a look at it on a weekly. See, is that going to make sense? Is that going to make sense right there? That makes sense to me, guys. $800, something like that. Okay, so you're down here in the RSI, boom, 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 right there, and there you go. And a 5th wave, just like so. Hey, I'm not a fortune teller or anything like that. Realize that, guys, but that's what you want to be checking out, just like that. You see? And Binance Coin's all finished with at least that wave sequence right there. Just like that. Okay? Like, here you go right here. You wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you take a look at that and you go, yeah, and it hits FID numbers too. That's an ugly looking drawing that I did, but it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. So that's kind of what I'd be expecting. And if Binance Coin is going up for a 5th wave, what does that mean for Bitcoin? Because now Binance Coin is going to go into a serious correction over here. This will be a correction, serious correction. Probably since it's so bullish, it won't break the 196. Because where do they like to correct to? Where do they like to correct to, right? Previous 4th waves. Okay, so it goes up into a wave, and it goes back up. It likes to correct right back to those previous 4th waves. So technically, if you look at Binance Coin, right? Binance Coin on a longer term trend, look at that. You see, Binance Coin is going to be in a sideways action for a long time. You think about that. So plan accordingly when you want to make your gains on this coin, guys. Ride the wave and get out. Like, why would you want to have your capital all in this area? Now, granted, it could go up a lot higher, but don't count on that. Have it tied up in this area for who knows how long. Think about that, guys. It could be like 2 or 3 years, and let's say you got it here, and then, you're waiting like 2 years later for your gains. Think about that, guys, right? You could be exiting out up here. It goes into a correction. And then in the meantime, you could do a short on Bitcoin, a long-term short, make some more gains, right? Preserve your capital. And then over here, you get ready for the next wave that it could be going on or something like that. So go over Bitcoin. And what does that mean for Bitcoin? Okay. So let's go to a daily chart. And a Binance Coin is going to make that move. Okay. Maybe Bitcoin, it's a potential that here's 1, 2, 3, and it's going into a correction. Binance Coin is going to do its correction, right? So it's back down. It made wave 1, and now maybe Binance is going to pull off its 3, right? 3, and Bitcoin does a correction, pulls off another wave as an example, and that's when Binance Coin right there. Binance Coin will make its 5th wave right there, right? And then Bitcoin isn't just finishing off its wave 1. And then it does a correction right over here. So maybe there's going to be a dramatic correction once this wave is done, guys. That's what I'd be checking out, just pre-planning. Hey, this is just speculation. Don't count me this. It could all turn into it could go sour. It could go sour really quick. Maybe JP from the Fed decides we are going to raise interest rates 1 full point next month. And it just screws everything up. You have to realize that. But it's just a little bit of speculation that I was checking out with Binance Coin, because so many people are so bearish on Binance Coin. If you can believe it, guys, they're very bearish on it. I don't know if they're bearish, like they're not really too clear if they're bearish on it long term or short term. But you have to take in consideration the wave structure with these assets, guys. The whole wave structure, because the whole wave structure gives support to the asset. Okay. So what I mean is, once you see something like this, it has a really good shot of doing that. So what would it take? What would it take for it to dump? It would take like an FTX thing. They're on leverage and they're just really screwing it up. But if everything's above board with it, and it appears that it's so with CZ and the Binance coin, is that it has a good shot to do that. Okay. What's another event? Some sort of black swan event that could do that. So let's say JP from the Fed goes, we're raising interest 1 full point, and then the next month we're doing half a point. Well, then, you see, boom, scare everybody out of the market, and it dumps, and then possibly that could happen. But as it stands right now with Binance Coin, it's going to pull off that wave, guys, probably sometime in 2023, in my opinion, and then go into another even potentially more dramatic correction. But I think that this is going to end up being the floor for Binance, guys, right here. This area, the floor of about $200 for Binance Coin. Okay. So long-term holders, you've been down here, you got it at 60 cents or $1, something to consider. How long do you want your capital tied up in that area? Think about that, because there'll be other assets while Binance is doing that. Maybe there's other assets that are going like this while Binance is going sideways. Food for thought. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.